Hello students, how are you today? Once again, this is Teacher Ann speaking. Today we will just continue our lesson about comparing numbers and then we will proceed to ordering of numbers afterwards. Last time, we have discussed about comparing numbers that are 1, 10, or 100 more than or less than. So let me see whether you still remember our previous lesson. Kindly answer the following questions. Letter A, 100 more than 450 is, if it is more than, we need to, is it add or subtract? Okay, very good. We should add. So the answer will be very good. Next, letter B, blank less than 400 is 390. So if it is less than, what are you going to do? Add or subtract? All right, it should be subtract. So here, what number should be subtracted from 400 to make it 390? Is it 1, 10, or 100? Very good. Next, 1 more than 599 is great. Next, blank more than 140 is 240. So what number should be added to 140 to make it 240? The answer is, that's right. And for the last letter, letter E, 10 less than 293 is, all right. Okay, next, circle the smallest number, circle, and box the greatest number. So for letter A, we have 389, 399, 499. So among these numbers, which is the smallest number? And which is the greatest number? Very good. Next, letter B. Among these numbers, which is the smallest? And which is the greatest? That's right. Letter C. So we have here 445, 564, 456, 645. So which is the smallest number in these sets of numbers? And which is the greatest number? Excellent. And for the last letter, so among these numbers, which is the smallest? And which is the greatest? All right. It seems to be understood very well. So let's now proceed to the continuation of our discussion. Let me introduce to you the vocabulary words that you should learn and understand in this lesson. So everybody, repeat after me. Compare, arrange, equal, not equal, less than, greater than. So these are the math symbols used for comparing. So we have equal sign or the equal symbol, not equal. This one means greater than or more than. And this symbol means smaller than or less than. So again, this symbol represents equal, not equal, greater than or more than. And the last one is smaller than or less than. So now let us have examples. For example, number 1, find the greater number. So here I have sets of cubes. So for set A, we have here 4 cubes of hundreds or 400. Then we have 3 cubes of tens or 30. And then we have 4 cubes of ones or 4. So all in all, we have 434 cubes. Then for our set B, we have 2 cubes of hundreds or 200. Then we have 6 cubes of tens or 60. And we have here 7 cubes of ones or 7. So all in set B, we have 267 cubes. Okay, let us now find the greater number between the two numbers. So for us to find the greater number, we need to compare the digits on the hundreds place. So we have here 4 and then 2. We all know that 400s is greater than 200s. So 434 is greater than 267. So in symbol, we use this 1, which means 434 is greater than 267. And we can also say that 267 is smaller than 434. So in symbol, we'll be using this 1, which means 267 is smaller than 434. So if you have noticed, the open part is towards the greater number or the bigger number, and the pointed part is towards the smaller number. Okay, here the pointed part is towards the smaller number and the open part is towards the bigger or the greater number. Do you understand? Okay, next, let us have example number 2. Compare the numbers on the t-shirts. So we have here 2 t-shirts. Okay, first, we need to compare the digits on the hundreds place. So as you can see, The digits in the hundreds place are the same. 7, and then on the other side, we also have 7. Next, let us compare the digits on the tens place. So this is 4, and the other one is also 4. So the digits in the tens place are also the same. Next, let us compare the digits on the ones place. So the other one is 3 and also 3. So the digits in the ones place are also the same. Therefore, 743 is the same as 743. So in symbol, we'll be using this 1, which represents equal. So 743 is equal to 743. So equal means these two numbers have the same value or quantity. Is it clear? All right. Now let us have example number 3. Find the smallest and the greatest number. So we have here fresh grapes amounting 225 baht. Then we have kiwi fruit which cost 120 baht. Then we have fresh fish fillet which cost 180 baht. Okay, so we have 225, 120, and 180. Okay, let us now find the greatest number. So let us compare the digits on the hundreds place. So we have here 2, 1, and this one is also 1. So we all know that 200 is greater than 100. So 225 is the greatest number. It is also the highest price. Now that we have found out the greatest number, let us now find the smallest number. Okay, so we need to compare these two numbers. So as you can see, 120 has the same number of 100 as 180. So the digit on the hundreds place are both 1. Okay, now what we need to do is to compare the digits in the tens place. So this one is 2 and the other one is 8. And we all know that 2 tenths is smaller than 8 tenths. Therefore, 120 is the smallest number, and it is also the lowest price. So again, 225 is the greatest number, and 120 is the smallest number. Can you follow? All right. So let us now proceed. This time, we'll be going to order the following numbers. Order means arranging. So for letter B, arrange the numbers from the greatest to the smallest. So it means we need to start from the biggest or the greatest number going to the smallest number. So among these numbers, the biggest is 225 followed by 180, and the smallest is 120. All right. Next, arrange the numbers from the smallest to the greatest. So it means we need to start from the smallest number going to the greatest. Since we already know the numbers arranged from greatest to the smallest, all we have to do is to reverse its position. So the smallest will be 120 followed by 180, and the greatest will be the last one, which is 225. Is it understood? All right. Next, let us have example number 4. Arrange the given numbers. So here we have 510, 501, 497, 499, 509. So we need to start from the smallest. So let us first compare the digits in the hundreds place. So this is 5, 5, 4, 4, and 5. Again, we will start from the smallest. So it means we need to find which is smaller between the two numbers. So this is 4 and 4. Next, we need to compare the number or the digits in the tens place. 9 and 9. So to find out the smallest number or the smaller number, we need to compare the number or the digit on the tens place. So this is 7 and this is 9. We all know that 7 is smaller than 9. Therefore, our smallest number will be 497 followed by 499. So what is next? Okay, so let us compare the numbers with 5 as their hundreds digit. Okay, so we have here 5, 5, and 5. Next, we need to compare digits on the tens place. So this is 1, 0, and 0. Okay, so automatically 510 will be the greatest number. Now let us compare 501 and 509. So again, 5, 5, 0, 0, 1, and 9. So we all know that 1 is smaller than 9. So 499 will be followed by 501, then 509, and the greatest number is 510. All right, next. This time, we need to arrange the numbers from the greatest to the smallest. So since we already know the arrangement from smallest to the greatest, all we have to do is to reverse its position. So we will begin at the greatest number. So the greatest number will be 510 followed by 509. Next is 501 and then 499, and the smallest number is 497. Is it clear? Can you follow? All right. Next, let us have example number 5. Arrange 614, 863, 654, 693, and 811. So we need to arrange these numbers from the greatest to the smallest. So let us compare the digits on the hundreds place. So this is 6, 8, 6, 6, and 8. All right, so 6 is bigger than, or I mean, 8 is bigger than 6. So between these two numbers, the greater number is 6 and 1. So 6 is greater than 1. So therefore, the greatest number is 863 followed by 811. Now let us compare the numbers with 6 on their hundreds place. So this is 6, 6, and 6. Now let us compare the digits in the tens place. 1, 5, 9. So among these numbers, 9 is the greatest, right? Followed by 5 and then 1. So next to 811 is 693 followed by 654, and the smallest number is 614. All right. Next, example number 6. Arrange 976, 967, 921, 873, and 824 from the smallest to the greatest. So this time we need to start from the smallest number. So let us now compare now digits on the hundreds place, or digits in the hundreds place. So we have here 9, 9, 9, 8, and 8. So the 8 is smaller than 9. Okay, next, we need to compare these two numbers. So 8, 8, 7, and 2. 2 is smaller than 7, so therefore 824 is our smallest number, followed by 873. So what is next? Okay, so we have here 999. Then let us compare the digits in the tens place. 7, 6, and 2. So we all know that 2 is smaller than 6. It is also smaller than 7. So 921 will be next to 873. And we also know that 6 is smaller than 7. So 921 will be followed by 967, and the greatest number is 976. All right. This time, I want you to answer this activity. Okay, so for number 1, arrange the numbers from the smallest to the greatest. So again, first, you need to compare digits on the hundreds place. So begin at the smallest number. So this is 8, 7, and 7. So as we all know, 8 is bigger than 7, right? So automatically, 8 will be the greatest number. So between these two numbers, which is the smallest? 7, 7, 8, and 8. So 8 is smaller than 9. I mean 7, 7, 8, and 9. So 8 is smaller than 9. So your smaller or smallest number will be 785 followed by 790. Okay, what about for letter B? Which is the smallest number? 3, 3, 2, and 4. So we all know that 2 is the smallest and 4 is the greatest. Okay, so let's find out which is smaller between 329 and 392. So digits on the hundreds place is 3, 3. Now let's compare digits in the tens place. 2 and 9. So 2 is smaller than 9, so 239 will be followed by 329 and then 392. Okay, next, number 2, arrange the numbers from the greatest to the smallest. So this time you need to start from the greatest number. So this is let's compare the digits in the hundreds place. 3, 5, 5. So the biggest or the greatest number is 3 is the smallest, right? And the biggest is, okay, and then, all right. For letter B, the greatest number is, okay, followed by, then, and the smallest number is, all right. Now that you have fully understood our lesson, I want you to answer your homework on pages 26 to 27 of your book. So this is your homework. For number 1, all you have to do is to write the symbol equal or not equal in each box. For number 2, write greater than or less than or equal in each box. For letter C, use the words in the box to complete the sentences. So all you have to do is to write smaller than or greater than. For example, letter A, 234 is smaller than 243. Okay, then for number 4, color the flower with the greatest number orange. Color the flower with the smallest number yellow. So for letter A, so among these numbers, which is the greatest? So you need to color it with orange color. And then the smallest number, color it with yellow color. Okay. Then for number 5, circle the greatest number, underline the smallest number. So for letter A, example, the greatest number is 650, so you need to circle it. And the smallest number is 505, so underline this number. Is it clear? Okay, for number 6, arrange the numbers from the smallest to the greatest. So write your answer inside the boxes. And for the last number, arrange the numbers from the greatest to the smallest. So write also the number inside the boxes. So that will be all for today. See you again next time. Thank you. Goodbye.